Welcome back to another guided meditation for Transcendence. Today is day 28 in our 100 days meditation challenge. I want to start this meditation today with a quick note. I had a chat with one of my clients. I do life coaching and meditation sessions, individual coaching, that was telling me that these last couple of days he was not able to meditate because he was going through a rough patch in his life, more specifically in his relationship. And this struck me because this is something I had a tendency to do, which is when you go through a hard time, you stop doing what is the most beneficial for you to do right at this instant. When we have a difficulty, oftentimes we dig in deeper and deeper. So if meditation is something that brings you calm and helps you fight your anxiety and cope with different kinds of fears or depression, sadness, angst, whatever it is, whatever the reason is that you practice meditation in the first place, or other practices such as sports. For me, it was martial arts. Um, Before I started meditating, remember that you're doing this because because it feels good, because it makes you feel good, because it makes you a better person. It helps you interact better and communicate better with the people around you, but with yourself. Self communication is the most important form of communication. So I wanted to start here just to remind you, like if you're going through a rough patch, you have a decision to make. Basically, this is all it is. It is just one single decision. And you have to decide, do you want to just continue feeling bad? Do you want to dig deeper? Or do you want to take control? Now, any decision is a right decision. If it's the right decision for you at that time, then I fully respect that. I often tell my clients when they go through a trauma to allow themselves to suffer or to grieve for a certain amount of time. But this has to be a conscious decision. If you want to dig deeper into the ground, then this is again your decision. But if you want to feel better and to continue on your practice because you know that this, brings you a lot of good in your personal life, then you have this decision to make also. It is all up to you. I don't believe really in destiny, and I don't believe that you're stuck with a particular path. I do believe that you have the power to decide, and when something bad happens, you have the power to decide how to react. And this is why we train, this is why we meditate, this is why we journal, this is why we try to optimize our lives. It is basically to make better decisions and to catch ourselves in a moment of pain and in a hard moment. This is why we practice for those hard moments, so that when a dark moment or a hard event happens in your life, you have the power to say, hey, I actually have a possibility and I will decide. And you know what? Sometimes I'm sad and I catch myself and I'm like, well, you know what? I want to be sad right now. I want to be sad for the rest of the day, or I want to be sad for an hour or two. Or sometimes I even put the timer on my watch and say, look, if you want to be angry about this, it's totally normal. This, things happen. You're going to be angry about it. I just put a timer on my watch and I just I'm angry and when my watch stops, I'm like, okay, let's take a new decision. Do I want to continue to be angry or do I want to feel better? And I hope I didn't ramble too much and take too much time on today's meditation, but I thought it was important to mention that when you're going through a rough patch, you have the power to decide, do you want to continue doing what's good for you? Do you want to dig deeper? Or do you want to just let things go? So, without further ado, let's start on the meditation. As always, I want to give a shout out of gratitude to our supporters on Patreon. Patreon is a service that helps me get donations. If this is interesting to you and you've gotten value and you can afford it, I know that sometimes money is tight and I've had this experience firsthand, so don't feel obliged at all. But I will put the link in the description to this video and in the show notes of this podcast. Let's start with today's meditation, as always, by making sure that we have a spot where we will not be disturbed. So you might want to tell people around you, please don't disturb me for this amount of time, and add a few minutes at the end so that you have time to recuperate. Sit comfortably. You might want to sit on a chair or on the floor or on your bed, on your couch, whatever it is that allows you to be available for the meditation. So nice and tall. Imagine being pulled from the top of your head with a string, chin in, chest out. And let's start with some nice deep breaths in through the nose, slowly, deeply, and out through the mouth, releasing any tensions that might reside there. Every exhalation is an opportunity here to relax more and more, to eliminate tensions, and to start taking control over your physiology that will help you have power over your mind. Once again, deep breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, eliminating tensions. One last time, in through the nose, and on this exhalation, gently close your eyes. In a few moments, you will start hearing the vibration. Gently put your attention, your focus on that vibration. Your focus should be as effortless as possible. This vibration will serve us as a guide beyond ourselves, beyond our ego, eliminating the past, eliminating the future, enabling us to be fully present here and now, bringing us beyond our own understanding, opening our minds and our hearts and souls to new possibilities. When you catch yourself thinking, don't try to eliminate the thoughts. Don't try to judge the thoughts or categorize them. Simply catch yourself and bring the vibration back to the foreground of your mind, to the center stage of your inner space. When the sound, when the vibration fades out, reproduce it in your own mind, keeping it alive for a few moments. You may now let the vibration go. The meditation session is over. Take your time, and when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, opening your eyes. Take a few moments to get reacquainted with your environment, with the space around you. Notice what's familiar, what's new. Notice lights, shadows, colors, textures. Notice any sounds that might be close to you or far away. Smells, maybe. Just get your senses back here. Whenever you are ready, and whenever you're ready only, you may get up, get yourself a nice glass of water, stretch a little bit, give yourself some self love, put a big smile on your face, and continue with your daily activities. I will see you tomorrow for a new meditation on this 100-day meditation challenge.